Hello everybody, JaffaArchfiend here. Well, welcome to part 12 for Final Fantasy XIV's MSQ Dawntrail. Well, we're going to pick up where we left off, and a thought occurs to me, actually, now I've had a chance to think about it. The whole forgetting people who died to spare them the suffering, that is straight up Final Fantasy Zero, Final Fantasy Type 0. Only they're doing it through technological means here, rather than it being an effect of that world's crystals. Also, Wukalamat is shown in Titus and Yuna from Final Fantasy X mushed together. And we're Orin. So. Which, looking back on everything we've gone through with them so far, makes a lot of sense. Alright, let's go see what Mama Kafka wants us to do. Everyone here? Good. It is the responsibility of the Thunderyard's hunters to fell any fiends found wandering the area. We're here to maintain an acquaintance of mine, Striker, one of these hunters. Okay, dokie. Oh great, we've got effective sentries. Fun. There's Striker. Or Strika, however you want to pronounce the name. Kafka, what are you doing here? There's so many friends. Apologies for the interruption. I was hoping they might observe you at work. Hunting, you mean? That's fine, I guess. Hold on, I assumed they were wearing special regulars like Queen's Fiend's crown. They weren't anything at all. It's much too dangerous to be here without one. What if they're struck by lightning or attacked by beasts? I can assure you they're all quite capable of looking after themselves. Anything should go amiss, I will take full responsibility. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Danger aside, there isn't really much to see. Echo said you're a hunter. Wouldn't it be easier for these mechanical soldiers to guard this place? It would, if not for the fact they're weak to lightning. The Thunderyard being what it is, they've been ordered to steer clear. Some good they are, eh? But these facilities are vital to the upkeeping of Alexandria's infrastructure, so it falls to hunters like me to deal with any fiends. Given the danger, we're well compensated for our work. It's a perfect profession for anyone looking to build up savings. The special selection of souls for hunters isn't terrible either. I brought this lot here to see this danger you speak of. There's not too much trouble to ask. Ah, of course, in which case I'd be ashamed to waste my efforts on just any old beast. You can all handle yourselves in a fight, right? If you cause a ruckus, slaying what crews you've seen nearby, there's a chance you'll draw out something worthy of a demonstration. Not sure I understand, but I suppose we should each slay what we can. I've got a sneaky feeling I know what's going on here, given the last boss in the dungeon fight prior to arriving in here. Got a sneaky suspicion. Yeah, I know that we're losing fighting to us. My fussy little bun was never any good at fighting. This body of mine isn't suited to either. We leave this work in your capable hands. Oh, fussy little bun. For God's sakes. Go! Oh, another one. will admit, I'm a little miffed that whilst we can get experience points for ourselves during this, we can't get experience points for our chocobo killing quest mobs. Which is a shame. That really should be a shame. Okay, we get experience for killing quest mobs, but why don't we get experience for the quest mobs for our chocobos? So much quicker to level them up that way. Ah, well, there's always blue mage leveling. For the upcoming Beastmaster class. Nowhere. Looks like we're about to get a demonstration. This one will do nicely. We'll help you. It's fine, really. I face worse. Just watch. Don't like the look of this. Let us help. Oh no. Three, two, one. Oh, sorry. She needs healing. It's the whole coming back to life thing. That was embarrassing. Master caught me off guard. Are you mad? Seriously, let us help. I told you not to worry. This will only take a moment. She's about to transform or get a boost. Oh, boost mode. Same thing that happened with Zorolza. Just like Zorolza. Come on, let's get out of here. That's also a function of the regulator? Looks that way, yeah. Gives you one hell of a power boost. I suppose it could be equivalent of Kaioken. I understand now how Zorolza was able to return from the dead and defeat Papa, but I'm not sure what we saw at the end there. As soon as the regulator turned red, it was as if you were possessed. Your movements became beast-like. Don't tell me. You empowered yourself with the soul of a beast. I'm reminded of the Serpentine soldier we encountered in Vanguard who did the same. So you crossed past one of the King's elite. Such a form can only be achieved from gorging yourself with souls. We could do the same in theory, but it's incredibly dangerous. Besides, it's not as if they'd allow hunters to carry that many souls to begin with. Well, I should be getting back to work. Take care. The casualness of souls as currency is... And there you have it. Regulators can be loaded with two kinds of souls. Those of people and those of beasts. But yes, behave yourself. There we go. OBS has been connected. Naturally, they can also be used to ensure no one suffers an untimely death. And what about the souls of beasts? They work in much the same fashion, imbue renew with the strength of the chosen animal. If, for example, you use the wolf, you could grow more agile and feral, as you saw with Striker. Using several of the same type at once, however, would result in physical changes. Your teeth might become fangs, your nails claws. Too many, and you become more beast than man. Changing one's form through the souls of other beings becomes more and more reminiscent of Void. Yet unlike the Void, where the cycle of death and rebirth is simply broken, souls here are forcibly taken before they might reach the ethereal sea, different means to achieve similar ends. A cycle to which all within the dome are bound. This is wrong. This is all wrong. It is indeed hard to accept, being so far removed from our own beliefs. Perhaps more shocking is that the technology to achieve all this was developed hundreds of years ago. The civilizations and the reflections are surprising indeed. And we have to think back to what Emmett South said back at Ultima Thule, that the reflections might surprise us indeed. He knew about this. Have to wonder if he had a hand in it. He did love making his own empires. Yep, just what I said there. While we have our thoughts on souls, for now the important thing is we know what powers Zoraljah has at his disposal. It is one thing to separate corporeal ether from incorporeal ether. To strip memories from the soul entirely is unprecedented technology. This is no longer only Tuliol's concern. With his newfound power, Zoraljah has become a real threat to the entire world. Indeed, he has to be stopped, no matter the cost. There's a bit nearby. I'm gonna go hop into that. Oh, looks like we've got a summoner floating around here, didn't by the mud. Oh god! Worst time at all from a little battery pack decided it wants to do the whole thing there. So this is what it's like on a laptop running purely on its own battery. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get to a safe spot so I can... Okay, get back up here. Alright. Oh, Jesus. Make it behave for a little bit longer. Getting a new battery pack or something, maybe. Embracing oblivion, oh boy. I trust you've gained an insight into the use of souls in Alexandria. Shocking, I know. I was overwhelmed with myself at first. I expect you'll need some time to digest it all. For now, let's head back to Earth and Sky. At this rate... There's something I want to discuss with everyone. Let's take a moment before we head back into the tunnel. I'm sorry for delaying us, but I have some thoughts I need to share. If both technology and values, it's plain there's a wide gulf between Tuliolol and Alexandria. And while Zeralja knows everything about us, we know hardly anything about what he's become. Indeed, we haven't seen what lies within that enormous tower, Everkeep. So here I'd like to make a proposal. That is, we work with Kafka and her people. We need to learn as much as we can about the enemy. The quickest way would be to join hands for Oblivion. We've only just met them, I know, and we shouldn't be too quick to trust. The fact remains that they share our desire to stop Zeralja. Sphene too claims to be at odds with the King of Resolve. May I ask why you would cooperate with Oblivion instead? It's simple, really. Their leader is Erenville's mother. Meanwhile, whatever Sphene may feel, she's a ruler of this nation. There's a greater risk in working with her, and less reason to take her at her word. A fair point. And knowing Zeralja, we must assume that his arrangement with Sphene was not made without some consideration. All I know is it would be heartening to have allies in this strange realm. I think everyone would agree that any help we can get would be welcome. Yep. Hold on, there's no guarantee that it's actually my mother behind the machine. Without seeing her in the flesh, we can't rule out the possibility of a ploy. If it turns out to be a trap, we endanger not only ourselves, but everyone in Tuliolol. As you say, we have no proof that it really is Kafka. But I make a proposal in full awareness of this. Whether we're going to war or striking for peace, we need to learn as much as we can. Otherwise, we can't hope to do anything meaningful. As it stands, we know too little about this realm. We need to remedy that. We need to study the enemy, and when the time comes, strike down Zeralja for good and all. Once more, I trust you, Erenville. You've always had great instincts, honed from your time training under your mother. What if I'm wrong? What if sentiment is clouding my judgment? If it's a trap, then we'll deal with it when it's sprung. Won't be the first time we've walked into a trap. That's always the way of it with you. Fine, if you're set on this, I'll say no more. Then it's settled. Let's head inside and secure ourselves some new allies. And yeah, we've walked into a dozen traps, knowing they were traps, so... this wouldn't turn out to be any different, really. Aqua, there's something I need to tell you and your people. We came here for no other reason than to strike down Zeralja. But I thought he was your brother. You really mean to kill your own kin? My kin invaded our nation and murdered our people. As vow of resolve, it falls to me to bring him to account. Plus, he killed his own father, so yeah, turnabout's fair play in this case. I'm prepared to do what I must, and I won't hesitate when the time comes. Like us, you and yours oppose Zeralja. In light of this, I propose that we work together to stop him once and for all. I realize that this is sudden, that it's a gamble to trust someone you've only just met. But I would trust in the conviction of anyone who shares my goal, so fight with me, I beg you. As you say, our goals align, and I don't doubt your resolve in the least. If you hadn't proposed working together, I would have done so instead. Truth be told, it'd been tough going at it alone. While we've gathered ample intelligence, we don't have the strength to take decisive action. Besides, how could we not trust you? My only son is with you, my fussy little bun-bun. He's all the reason I need. Then it's decided. Here's to a fruitful collaboration. Dear Lord. Erenville's never gonna live this down. Thank you, Kafka. Everyone, together we'll achieve great things. I'm sure of it. Now let's not waste any time. We've been wondering about Zoralj's whereabouts. Is there a palace inside that tower? After a fashion, the king resides on the uppermost level, but while Queen Sphene has a penchant for going out in public, he seldom shows himself. What's more, his movements are highly classified. Not even his commanders are privy to that information. If anyone knows where he is at any given time, it can only be the Queen. Even if we don't know where his whereabouts, Zoralja will eventually march on Tuliolol again. That's when we can go after him. The drawback is we'd have to wait for the invasion to happen. Innocents would be put in harm's way. There's also the possibility he'll leave everything to his minions and not command the army in person. No, he'll take the field. What makes you so certain? My brother has always yearned to surpass our father. That's why he attacked Tuliolol. After waiting for 30 years, the first thing he wanted to do was demonstrate his newfound strength. But killing Papa didn't satisfy him, so now he's bent on proving himself stronger than me and Kona, who bested him in the right of succession. He challenged me to strike him down. He wants a duel to show everyone he's superior to the Dawn Servant, and he won't let his minions deprive him of the pleasure. And why hasn't he appeared and given you your chance? Surely he's aware of our presence here. At that, I can only guess. Perhaps he wants to dazzle us with his wondrous realm. If he won't deign to appear, then we'll force him to do so. Even as we gather intelligence, we make no move to attack him, show absolutely no interest in a confrontation. Knowing him, he'll tire of waiting and turn his attention to Kona instead. He'll attack Tuliolol again, like he said he would. I see. If you believe that's the best approach, we have no objections. Any campaign against Tuliolol requires that Zoralja lead his forces through Vanguard. We'll have lookouts to keep an eye on it day and night. Such a strategy is certainly viable. If we're proceeding with it, though, we should warn those outside. Indeed, they'll need time to prepare their defenses. I should be glad to coordinate our efforts. I'm already in regular contact with Stola, and we will make sure keep our comrades appraised of developments. You can leave Vanguard to us. We'll send word at the first sign of movement. It seems we have a plan. While we wait for Zoralja to move, you do well to prepare for battle. It begins with familiarizing yourselves with the technology that empowers him. To that end, I'll show you to Oblivion's main headquarters. Oh, I thought this place was it. You'll be impressed to know that we're located right inside the tower, in the residential district of Solution 9. Hide in a tree in the forest, as it were. The only question is how to get you through the checkpoint. Ah, about that. Sphene said that she'd make it so we could enter without issue. She did? Curious. She's not supposed to have such authority over the centuries. If I recall correctly, her words were that she would register us as guests. I see. Perhaps we're in the clear then. When you're ready, come and meet me at the tower entrance. Before you head out, give us a moment to introduce ourselves properly, eh? After all, names are good to know when working together. That's Geode, Nostalgia, and Wawake. While Oblivion has operatives all over, we're the main crew here. I'm Geode, the leader of this hideout. The dependable young twins behind me are Nostalgia and Wawake. I'm Nostalgia. It's a pleasure to meet you. My sister were born and raised inside the barrier. We've been of Oblivion for 3 years. Our main duties are surveillance and provisioning. Twins, eh? That explains the resemblance. Wawake is a Tonawatan name, unless I'm mistaken. That's right. Our mother is Tuliolol and our father is Alexandrian. They wanted to honor both cultures. They're beautiful names. Thank you. Though I have no memories of my mother, I like to think I carry a part of her with me. So what made you decide to join Oblivion? We wanted to avenge our father. Ambrose was his name, and years ago he was taken away after a scuffle with a soldier over a disagreement. It was a minor incident, so at first we clung to the hope he'd be released. But when months went by with no word from or about him, we made a decision to remove our regulators. We had already lost the memories of our mother. We didn't want to lose those of our father as well. They've all forgotten about him now. Everyone who had known him. Bastard. Even here he thinks nothing of his own people. Sometime later, we were approached by a member of Oblivion. Hoping to get justice for our father, we joined the Order. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to darken the mood. No, I appreciate you sharing this. Together, we'll avenge your father. Thank you. Something tells me you have what it takes. You introduce yourself too? Go on. It's pretty much the same story for me. While mine is a Tonawatan name, I haven't the faintest things how things are outside the barrier. It's my dream to go and see it with my own eyes. Our mother's homeland. Once peace is restored, you must come and visit. The wilds are beautiful, the food delicious, and everyone's so nice. You'll love it. And that's us here. You'll meet others in the back room. That's our headquarters. Some of them are a little eccentric, but they have good hearts all. Elinspia, one last thing. It isn't exactly my place to say this, but thank you for seeking out Kakua. She talks about you so much, it's clear how important you are to her. Aww. ... That's all. Be good to your mother while you still can, eh? Well, we'll let you go now. Feel free to use this hideout as you like. Shortcake. Oh. Meanwhile, in Everkeep, is it going to be voice acted or is it going to be text? Oh god, we've got the Guardian music going on here. Ay. I'm just trying to imagine how Garlemald would react to this tech.
You've been consorting with Wuk Lamat.
Oh, voice acted.
No matter. I do not know what you are scheming. But when your realm lay on the brink, you were powerless. You had no choice but to turn to me. Whatever sentiment you may feel for her, it is my power you require. Is it not?
Oh boy.
Perhaps. And yet, knowing the love that Wuk Lamat bears for her people, how she regards them all as kin, I cannot help but wish to spare her the same pain I have suffered. What's more, her friends possess new knowledge. Were we to work together, we might find another path. I know you're loath to consider it, but is there no hope for peace with Tuliolo? What we've already done may be unforgivable, but it needn't continue. You needn't kill your brother and sister.
I slew my only flesh and blood. Yet you attempt to sway me with an appeal to family.
Oof.
The memory of my father's final words still fills me with disappointment. Age came for him before I did. For long years, I sought to prove the miracle. And weak as he was, defeating him achieved nothing. To kill them is my only recourse. Wuk Lamat and Kona, who bested him as he was in his prime.
They are still your siblings, even if not by blood. That such bonds should mean so little to you.
I am bound to no one. Serve none save myself. I made that clear when first you spoke to me in the Golden City. Remember, I can easily kill your beloved family. If you would protect them, cast aside any foolish notions. Your wisdom and abilities are valuable insofar as our goals align. So think well before you act, Queen of Reason. Uklamat, if you are father's worthy successor, then you will find your way to me. But should you fall short, I will lay waste to Tuli Yolal.
Dear Lord.
What now?
Right, Kraftko is waiting. Let's head to the tower. Alright, off to Everkeep. Let's just head to the outskirts. Don't know that one. So, head to outskirts, and let's see what we have here with solutions. Turrets. Alright. Is this going to be voiced or is it going to be text? Ah, it's text. Ah, there you are. If Queensfiend has registered you as guest, you should be able to march right in. And if she hasn't, then you may have a swarm of Zoologists and minions to deal with. Could be worse. Nothing for it but to see as Fiend has betrayed us, eh? Thank you for diligent service, friends. My companions now like to pass, if you'd be so kind. Outrunner Guide Unit identified. Registration number verified. 6 accompanied individuals identified. Verifying credentials. Credentials verified. Welcome, guests of Queensfiend. Huh. What a relief. There you have it. Seems the Queen was true to her word. Follow me, everyone. Solution 9 awaits. Alright then. And inside we go. It's inside the Everkeep. I feel this might be a new area, so okay. Good lord.
Everkeep, a tower of electro piercing a perpetual shroud of storm clouds. Occupying the 9th level of this 12-tiered structure is a residential district called Solution 9. In so naming their home, what hopes did its founders harbor for it? And did it prove the answer they sought?
This place is huge.
Spectacular, isn't it? There are more districts throughout the tower, including industrial ones, but Solution 9 is the largest.
Just being here makes my head spin.
Yeah.
Perfectly natural reaction. A city of shimmering electrode, replete with strange technologies that cater to every conceivable need. We never dreamed the light back home in Tuliolo.
This is huge. Even by Amarot standards.
Now, while I go and explain the situation to those in the back room, why not take a moment to explore? I believe lived experiences are far more educational than dry explanations. And you want to know more about Sphene and Zoralja's dominion, do you not?
Definitely. You had me at explore. We do need better understand who and what we're dealing with her. You had me at explore.
I had a feeling you'd be keen.
I mean, we've got a basically cyberpunk megacity here to explore. Yeah.
Just to confirm, while we have been allowed inside, are we also permitted to roam?
Absolutely. As Sphene's registered guest, you'll find you're exempt from the sentry scrutiny.
Huh, neat.
The elevator to the uppermost level. I wouldn't go near that. But other areas should be fine provided you act like you belong.
Yeah, fish out of water here.
All right then, we'll show ourselves around.
Yes. Familiarizing ourselves with the technology here will help us prepare for the battles to come.
Uh-huh.
Try not to enjoy yourselves too much, or you're liable to attract attention.
Once you've explored to your satisfaction, come to the entrance to True View in the eastern sector. The way from there is a little complicated, so I'll send someone to guide you.
Again,
Understood. We'll see you later.
this place is I can't help but think Emmett Selk had something to do with this. This place is massive.
I shall speak with the residents. Perhaps one of them will recognize the earring.
True, you're allegedly from their realm, so you're allegedly from here, kind of. So who knows?
What's with this place? How can this all be the inside of a tower?
TARDIS, I presume.
So, what aren't you telling me? Where are you?
That I can't reveal yet. Precautions, you understand. Just know that I'm safe.
Uh-huh.
But come, tell me about your adventurer friend. You seem to have a great deal of faith in him.
Ooh.
You must have been through a lot together.
You might say that. For instance, we found the entrance to the Golden City.
Wait, what? You did?
Oh, you got the one-up on her!
Why didn't you mention this sooner?
Oh, I bet he enjoyed that.
You want to explore together? It's not that I'm scared or anything. Everything is just so different from home is all.
Come on. Come on. But yeah, Erenville probably enjoyed that. Got a one-up on his mum. Towers inside a tower. See it, but I still can't believe it. Yeah, I think this place is working under TARDIS physics. For now, I say we proceed straight ahead. If we feel like we're getting lost, we can always turn around and go back the way we came. First things first, Ethernet shard. And wow, this is a very different shape here. This still resembles the same kind of tech that we're familiar-ish with. I mean, issue is that we can't ride in here. Yeah. Dear Lord. This is fair skies. There isn't any weather going on here to kind of obscure any kind of view. It is just that stonking. Jeez! We have to stand right on the edge to be close enough to click in with the etherite. Really? Dear Lord. Don't look down. It's a bit of a pit. Crossroads already? This place is too much. I have no idea where I should go. Alright, never mind. Let's head to that building there. There's like, jeez. Little floating drones. That looks like it might be a medical ward based purely on the fact that, or that might be where Sphene lives. I mean, it looks kind of like the design that she's got on her. So that might be where Sphene lives. That or it's just the logo and emblem for here, maybe? Oh, yeah. Jeez.
Ah! There you are! Lamati!
Sphene! Thank God. Tour guide, please.
Sphene!
I was worried you might have had trouble at the checkpoint, but I see everything went according to plan.
Well, that's thanks to you.
Now, I know you've scarcely arrived, but I have a request to make of you.
But of course.
Oh, a request you said.
Yes, an important one.
Oh?
I'll say it plain. I want you to make peace with Zeralja.
Oh, that's a tough ask.
What? I thought you said you weren't on his side.
Yep, here we go.
We have come no closer to seeing eye to eye, nor do I condone his methods.
But
Be that as it may, I don't want you to fight him. I don't want you to regret a decision made in anger and haste. Unequipped with regulators as you are, the risk is too great.
right, she just doesn't want anyone to die.
I appreciate your concern, but you asked the impossible. Zeralja murdered our father. His minions slaughtered our countrymen. He will never renounce his war. As vow of resolve, it falls to me to stop him. I know you love your people too, and so you must understand how I feel. Why I cannot, will not back down.
I do understand. All too well. Let me say only this then. Zeralja will use any means to win. If you would protect your people, return to them at once and prepare. Prepare as best you can. It may ring hollow coming from the queen of an enemy nation. But unlike me, you still have the power to determine your own fate.
Huh?
You really are a curious one. Look, you needn't worry for us. We have dependable comrades holding the fort in Tulihiola. They'll keep everyone safe, so we can devote our attention to affairs here.
Please.
Sorry. Never fear, I'll be there alongside her.
So you have comrades on whom you can rely.
Mm-hmm.
I envy you.
You know, we'd like to learn more about you.
About me?
Mm-hmm.
To be frank, we're still not sure whether or not you're trustworthy.
Fair.
So, if you have a moment, would you show us around the district? That way, we can get to know you better.
You're asking me, the Queen, to show you around?
Yup.
Oh, but I jest. I'm flattered that you've taken an interest in me. Very well. I shall be your guide. You're my guests, after all, and teaching you about my realm would be a pleasure in and of itself. If you like, I can introduce you to my citizens, too. I consider them family, as you do yours.
By all means, we're in your capable hands.
That you are. This will be an enjoyable and enlightening tour, I promise.
Alright. Let's see how the Queen gives the tour. The Queen's tour. Alright then. Let's begin then, shall we? I must say I'm really grateful. This place is so vast and confusing, I don't even know where to begin. While the district may seem daunting in size and structure, all the key facilities are situated near ley nodes, what you call etherites. Remember this, and you won't lose your way. Now then, seeing as it's right here, I will show you the Nexus Arcade first. Please follow me. Nexus Arcade, okay. Hey, a Moogle! I've got some mail I need to pick up, so this will be good to grab. Good lord, the Loperates should have a field day here. Almost tempted to sick them on them. This complex is home to all manner of shops, from food and daily necessities to technological conveniences. You can find most everything here. Everkeep's interior is vast, as you have observed. This arcade makes it possible for people to acquire what they need in one centralized location. Amazing. How do you get to the upper levels? I don't see stairs. You see the glowing pattern over yonder? That is an automatic conveyor. Such contraptions are found throughout Everkeep, allowing us to swiftly move between faraway places. I'll spare us some walking, but I also made from that strange metal, what's it? Yes, the conveyors are powered by electro. As a matter of fact, the ore is integrated into just about everything in Everkeep, even the floors and walls. By etching arcane circuits upon it, electro could be used to convert lightning energy to those of other elements. In so doing, we can achieve various effects. For instance, a conversion to wind produces flotation, which is required for the propulsion of our flying vehicles. A conversion to fire, meanwhile, produces light and heat, and is employed in devices such as street lamps and heaters. There are even self-heating cups that keep your drink warm. Ay, 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 ay. Can you make a drink cold if you convert it to ice instead? You certainly can. Our vending machines do just that. What's more, multiple energies can also be combined to produce some clever effects. For instance, by manipulating the air with wind while projecting light with lightning, it is possible to alter one's appearance. It's almost scary what you can do with Electrope. If such a wondrous material existed in our world, I imagine everyone would be fighting over it. Like they did in yours, I'm guessing. This shop here, what does it sell? Ay, ay, ay. Ah, yes, let's go and take a look. I dare say you will find it interesting. Ah, this must be the... I'm guessing this is the crafting station then. First things first, I'm going to check the removal. So I've got a bunch of mail. Surprised we have Moogles here. Oh yeah, so there's also a Final Fantasy Watch event going on Twitch, so... And these are from the Collector's Edition. I'm right now spacing this, so I'm going to have to delete some stuff later. So, one of them being a Chocoper mount, which previously you could get in America from some kind of a chocolate deal. Buy oh so many of these chocolate things. This bizarre creature is the result of an enormous corpuscle coming into contact with vast amounts of chocolate. It has since taken to journeying far and wide to deliver sweet treats to anyone who does not immediately flee at the sight of it. This ambrosial aroma. This couldn't possibly be chocolate. Oh god, Carvelin's weakness. Another mount. Put that up so I can actually click the mount button. This is from the Collector's Edition. Arc. Seeking to develop an advanced transforming airship, the engineers of Garland Ironworks turned to the expertise of a former Illuminati scientist. Illuminati being a group of technological goblin folk over in Eldershire. The result is a machina that can convert between bipedal and assault craft forms in the blink of an eye. It would seem there's more to you than meets the eye. Of course they would pick that quote for a transformer. Of course they would. And of course, a wind-up Garnet minion. Once upon a time, there lived a princess who hailed from a long line of summoners. Legend holds that she was abducted by a band of thieves, whereupon she set out on a journey under an assumed identity. Possessed of an angelic voice, she often hummed beautiful songs that touched the heart. And her kingdom was called Alexandria. This shop sells food. Those are the items on the counter. That's food. I can't imagine what they taste like. I thought you'd make me surprised. Your countrymen were too in the beginning. Oh, you must sample something. Choose one. I'll purchase it. How lucky you are for Her Majesty to treat you. The 5 items are on display are most popular. I recommend one of them if this is your first time. Okay. Select an item that interests you. Slab of pink hexagons, liquid-filled pouch, long rectangular bar, hexagon patch bag, black and yellow tin. What is that? This here is a cultivated steak. It's not quite the same as the real thing they produce in the outskirts. It's a slight more affordable. This particular product is known as Gold Label. It's a delicious hybrid of beef and chicken grown at the plant on the 4th level. Okay, what are the other options? What's this? Ah yes, the salad paste. This is designed for those who are concerned about their figure. With its blend of 9 varieties of vegetables, it'll help your efforts to slim down. Fashion models swear by it, and youths can't get enough of the stuff either. Jesus. This one? Presume this to be chocolate? Keen on the perfect meal bar, are you? It's all the nutrients your body needs packed into a single foodstuff. The flavor is formulated to never taste dull. One bar will satisfy you for a whole day. Many folks prefer this to taking multiple meals. Oh god, it's basically Alexandrian Archon loaf. Liquid-filled pouch. Ah, the Revivifying Tonic. I take it you're thirsty. The flavor is a sublime blend of sweet and salty, and it stays fresh for over 10 years thanks to the special container. 10 years! Stays fresh for 10 years! That's a bit of a claim, that. This will be grape flavored, I presume. The synthetic fruit pellets, they're a best approximation of the taste and texture of grape. I've never tried the real fruit, so I can't say how faithful they are. There's no denying their popularity. For the meme of it all, and because we're at Azim's thing, for the meme of it all, I'm gonna go with the grape. While they're all very tempting, I'm going to have the steak. I'm absolutely starving. Yep. Thank you for your custom. This being Her Majesty treat, it's bound to taste all the better. Say, would you mind sampling your selections here and now? It's been a long time since we had newcomers, and I'd love to see your reactions. Ay, ay, ay. Good lord, we've got an audience. This is a great chance to learn about Alexandrian culture. Let's dig in. Alright, so we're having the grape and she's having the steak. Alright, here I go. Following Wicklamat's lead, you sample your selection. Amazing, I've never had any meat like this before. It's tender like chicken, but flavors him like Ronique, and the spices give it just the right amount of kick. I could eat this every day. Don't mind them, they're just happy to see your honest reaction. And how about you? Fantastic, pretty good. It's interesting. It's always such a pleasure. My thanks for humouring me. This does take me back. It was chaotic when the people of Thule all first arrived. We endeavoured to learn about one another and embraced our differences. Now, what about you? What about you, Sveen? Aren't you having something to eat too? I appreciate the thought, but I'm fine for now, thank you. Alright, what's your favourite food, if you don't mind me asking? My favourite food? Why do you wish to know this? Because I want to get to know you better. Why else? The more you know someone, the more you grow fond of them. That's what my old man believed, and my experiences have led me to believe the same. My favourite food? Is it such a difficult question? I mean, for me, it's like asking my favourite book. I'm sorry, it's just, when I think of those who labour to bring us the food, I find I can't settle on one thing. I thought I was indecisive, but you're something else. Indecisive? Perhaps I am, but you didn't need to laugh about it. Oh? Small thing! Small! I don't know about you, but I'm satisfied. Let's keep moving. Very well. Next I was thinking of showing you the residential sector. That's in part so I tend to personal matters. It's a visitation, to be precise. I believe it'll be educational for you as well. Would the two of you mind accompanying me? Not at all. Wonderful. Let me know when you've seen enough here. We'll make our way. Rodina Consortium. Oh god, I wonder if Rowena gets word of this place. Ready? Let's head the residential sector. It lies to the southwest. As we walk, I'll be glad to tell you about any places of interest that we come upon. Alrighty. How's it looking now? This place is basically working under TARDIS tech. It's the only way you can fit all of this inside of here. Oh, this looks like a lounge area. This is Mosaic, a cafe. Here you can buy drinks to enjoy while you relax. I see. Until the all there's a simpler establishment called Zapatia. That's seashell in the local tongue. Is there a story behind the name Mosaic? There is. In our continent, the races are named after stones. There's a Huon, who resembles some Tonawatan, the tall and graceful Eldite, and the diminutive and affable Mililala. When they all gather here, they appear as a mosaic of colours. Thus did the founder choose to name the cafe. That's nice. If they serve tacos here, it'd be perfect. Tacos? A traditional Turali dish, one of my favourite foods. I must try it one day. Oh, yes, definitely. We'll make it happen once we've restored peace to Tilial. Right, let's continue on. So I'm just looking at all the gear everyone's kind of dressed in. It's a combination of a few sets of gear that we've seen previously towards the end of Endwalker. I'm like, they were definitely prepping us for this place, weren't they? Oh god, that's gonna be the next emote, isn't it? That's gonna be the next emote. Starbucks coffee emote, or Starbucks bottle or something emote, I presume. Alright, Ethernet shard. And here we are. These buildings are where our citizens live. Massive. Each one is bigger than the palace. They have to be, for just about all Alexandrians have apartments here. Lest you wonder, I'm here to visit some people. Their apartment is in the building on the left here, a residential radius 914. Residential radius? That's right. Come, the doors open automatically. Seriously, we need to have... If this doesn't get a housing district sometime in the future, I'll be surprised. The place is begging for it. Can anyone live in this place? Naturally. In fact, many of your countrymen make their homes here. No matter your origin or race, occupation, or regulatory usage, all Alexandrian citizens are eligible for an apartment. This includes those you met who work in the outskirts. I've taken care of everything for 30 years. I'm truly grateful. This is huge. This is the place. A mother and son live here. Open plan and living by the looks of things, but dear lord. Hello, Isadora. Your Majesty, you came. I have friends with me today. Is that alright? Of course, friends of the Queen are friends of ours. Please, make yourselves at home. We don't even know where to start in here. How has Milo's been? There's been no change, but the symptoms are thankfully mild today. Hello, Milos. Have you missed me? My son was born with Levin sickness, a severe etheric imbalance towards lightning. As a result, he suffers from paralysis. He cannot walk and struggles to speak. For a blessing, he still has his hearing, and even on bad days, he can communicate with his eyes. See, Sphene visits often, does she? She does. Milos simply adores her. Sometimes he manages to smile when she's here. What of yourself, Isadora? How are you holding up? You needn't worry about me, Your Majesty. You always make time for us, and we have everything we need. I'm glad to hear that. You mustn't strain yourself, understood? Nothing we can do for him? Perhaps a treatment with souls, or... Unfortunately, no. While souls can revive those who have met with an accident, they cannot reverse the effects of old age and illness. Truth be told, many children are born like Milos. The illness has existed for generations, but we've been unable to find a cure. The cause is quite clear, though. The excess lightning in the environment. It's no coincidence the number of cases has risen dramatically these past 30 years. It's all my fault. What was that? I'm sorry, Isidore. I must be going. I promise to make a proper visit next time, with treats to share. There's no need to apologize, Your Majesty. If it weren't for you, Milos and I still wouldn't be here. Thank you, Queen Sphene. Hey! It's my pleasure, Milos. I'll be back soon, so be a good boy, for your mother and for me. My thanks for accompanying me on the visit. The illness is part of life in Alexandria, and I thought you should know about it. We'll find a cure one day, mark my words. We'll make it so unfortunate children like Milos smile again. What about that? Yeah, it makes sense that it'll be a kind of 11 in Valor. Sort of, all the lightning going around. Well, let's continue the shore, shall we? Look, you obviously have duties to attend to, sins to look after. You can stop here if you like. No, I do this because I want to, so please do not worry. Next I'll show you one of the district's most vital facilities, a place called Resolution. To reach it, we need to go by way of Lay Node 9, where the Ichthyrite is situated. Don't tell me we need to use that now. Yep. The conveyor ahead will transport you to the government sector, where the Resolution is located. The markings on a conveyor indicate its direction, and there's a pair just like it on the other side. Is it safe? Extremely. There's no need to be afraid. Who said I was afraid? Go on. Alright, let's see. Is it a teleporter? Okay! It's a teleporter type device. Woof! I was expecting it to be like a panel lift type deal, but that was a straight up... Ethernet. Dear Lord. Nothing to it, eh? Child's amusement ride. Here we are. Resolution. The operational heart of Solution 9. From Resolution, we oversee the running of the district and provide essential services to citizens, such as welfare support and job introductions. It's quicker to show than tell, so let's proceed inside. This should be interesting to see how this place tries to align me.
strange contraptions everywhere you look. What's that?
An infusion station. It dispenses souls in exchange for credits. Through hard work, citizens can obtain the peace of mind provided by spare souls. It's the way of life for Alexandrians, and has been for quite some time. But I imagine it must be difficult for outsiders to comprehend.
Yeah, just a touch.
That's putting it lightly. To be honest, it sounds disturbing. Still, I won't dismiss it out of hand. Practices like these don't arise from nothing. There's a reason why your culture is the way it is, and I'd like to understand. Won't you tell us some of your realm's history?
I'm keen to learn too. With knowledge comes appreciation.
Very well. Be warned, though, that it may take a while.
Well, I'm good for I'm good.
In the distant past, over 1,000 years ago, it said, lightning energy began to swell in our world.
Yeah.
According to ancient records that date back around 8 centuries, the rainy season spanned a quarter of the year, during which time severe thunderstorms ravaged the land. 4 centuries later, this season had lengthened to nearly half the year. The trend continued, with our ancestors spending longer and longer languishing beneath storm clouds. Crops failed and livestock starved.
Calamity of lightning.
But amidst this growing desperation, a miraculous material was discovered that promised salvation. Electrope.
The stuff that's used everywhere here.
Indeed. One day, when out inspecting a forest after lightning had caused a fire, a villager came upon a curious black ore none had seen before. Testing revealed that the ore possessed a singular property. It could store lightning and convert it to other energies. In that instant, the scourge of endless storms became a blessing. Dubbed Electrope, the ore found use in myriad inventions and dramatically improved people's lives.
Okay, where do the souls come in?
So much so, in fact, that all nations soon became dependent upon it, despite the difficulty of obtaining it in quantity.
Ah.
Supply was chronically scarce, and when nations couldn't meet their needs with their own deposits, some resorted to taking Electrope from others.
There's the war.
Fighting was isolated and sporadic until Electrope came to be used in warfare. First in the weaponry of invaders, then in the countermeasures of defenders, and then in every aspect of combat where an advantage might be had. This served only to exacerbate the ore shortage, leading to further escalation. Before long, the entire world was engulfed in a terrible war known as the Storm Surge.
There we go. There's the calamity.
As the war came to a head, Alexandria's neighbor, Lindblum, committed its stores of Electrope to the production of a weapon of mass destruction.
Oh, great.
They deployed it on the front lines and triggered a calamity of frightful magnitude. Not even their own scientists had anticipated the force of the lightning that was unleashed. The energy inundated the entire continent. laying it to waste.
So that's how your world came to be this way.
I'm put in mind of the flood of light, just like the flood of darkness. Sounds an awful lot like an umbral calamity.
They lost almost everything else to the Levin.
Yes, behave yourself. OBS is reconnected. Alright. Just hold on here for a bit so you can read and resume cinematic.
Those who survived bore deep scars, tormented by the memory of loved ones taken too soon. Though they yet lived, the cruel spectre of death was with them always.
PTSD, basically.
Seeking a solution, our scientists turned once more to Electrope, and after extensive research, they developed the means to preserve memory and soul. Physical death isn't the end. So long as our memories endure, we may live on. This belief sustained us then, and it sustains us now, granting us comfort.
Except you make everyone forget the dead.
That's quite a tale.
Your Majesty, help me! I beg you, help me!
Oh?
What's the matter?
I've got no souls left. Not a single one! But the lot at Soul Supply refused to give me any! Please, you must do something!
My apologies, Your Majesty. This man, he does no work. Instead, he drinks his days away on TrueView. He has only himself to blame if he has no credits for souls.
That's not true! I'm a fighter at the Arcadian. Or rather, I was. I haven't been allowed to fight because of the King's decree. It isn't my choice.
Eh?
I see. You're a brave warrior of the arena. I want to help you, I sincerely do. But I cannot give you preferential treatment.
Then open up the Arcadian again, so I can fight!
I'm sorry, but that's not my decision to make. The king requires feral souls for war. He doesn't wish for them to be expended on amusements.
You're useless! A queen in naught but name!
Aye, aye, aye.
Insolent wretch! How dare you take that tone with Her Majesty?
It's quite all right. Such things don't bother me, nor do I think ill of this man.
Bull. I call bull.
Hear me. Though I cannot grant you a soul, I mean it when I say I want you to live. I love all of you equally, dearly. You are as family to me, and it pains me to see you deny yourself hope. I want you to find a happiness all your own, even if you must grow it from the smallest seed of joy. Out there, somewhere, is a reason for you to smile again. We all need to vent our frustrations from time to time. I will always be willing to lend an ear.
Yes, Mum. Of course. Even without a spare soul, I suppose I'm fine as long as I stay in Solution 9. I apologize for my rudeness. Good day to you.
Oh, at least he's amicable about the thing.
Keep your chin up, my friend. And when you feel better, I'm sure you'll find another way to apply your talents. I'm sorry you had to see that. Let's keep moving, shall we?
You know, you're allowed to vent as well, you know.
Right. I believe we visited all the main facilities. With that, I declare our tour concluded.
That man from before, does that sort of thing happen often?
Somewhat. It's unavoidable. Hardships are a fact of life. Our soul management system has sustained our realm for generations, but it isn't without flaws. For one, people have become accustomed to having spare souls. Without them, they feel vulnerable and anxious. Some claim it may also have contributed to a decline in births.
Just thinking out loud, but would it be possible to do away with the system?
No.
I know it isn't easy to change one's beliefs and way of life. The Mamulja had their reasons for their reliance on blessed siblings, much as you have yours for souls. But if we defeated Zorolja, you'd be able to make all the decisions, right? Then we could work together to fix things, restore your realm to where it belongs, and see where we can go from there.
Listen to me. There's something that I need to tell you.
We're gonna interrupt it, aren't we? God damn it. Sentry bots.
What is it?
Actually, never mind. It's nothing of import.
God damn it.
Well, it was lovely showing you around.
Of course. Of course. Thanks so much for the tour. We've learned not only about your realm, but you as well. For now, our priority is Zorolja. But once we've dealt with him, perhaps I can return the favor and show you to Lihiola.
I'd like that very much. It seems I've no choice but to continue down this path. Forgive me, Val Wuklamat, but I must disappoint you.
I don't know what that's all about. What was Fiend wanting to tell us, I wonder? Well, I can wait for another time. We've been exploring for a while now. We should probably go to Kafka's meeting point. I'll be back the way we came, I think. Alright. Down the teleporter. Yeah, Jeff. Yeah. Josephine genuinely cares for her people. I can respect her for that. Thanks to her tour, I've come to better understand the lives of Alexandrians. They don't feel so strange and distant anymore. Alright, what's the weapon? What's the weapon? Oh! Interesting. Looks to be the Skaven tech stuff. Bottoms of those. Okay, so it's the Vanguard's healing gear they've got there then. Okay, interesting. So we're supposed to go to a place called True View in Eastern Sector. This conveyor also takes there. You know, once you get used to it, they're actually kind of fun. Come on. Disintegrated, discombobulated, and teleported. Oof. Alright, True View. And this is where the guy spent a good chunk of time drinking away or something. This is the right place, do you think? I don't see the others, though. Well, rather than sitting and waiting, might as well explore a bit more. Huh? Look over there. Mammal Jar Child. What are they doing here? Hello? Hello? Oh, baby. You notice it too, right? The resemblance to Zoralja? Blue scales of a Bunawa with the features of a Hubigo. This can't be a coincidence. At any rate, it wouldn't do to leave such a small child on their own. Come on, let's go after them. You can't just go chasing a child. Oh, good lord. Ah. Ay, ay, ay. Alright. Must be a... Alright, small child, where are you? That must be the Arcadian. Good lord, hello. So this is True View. I'm not sure what I'm looking at, but it does seem lively. That building's just about the only thing that isn't lit up. Not for business at the moment, I guess. Hello. Huh? Don't scream at the small child. I didn't see you there. Listen, we don't mean you any harm. We just want to talk. It's a bit odd, don't you think? They run off when we approach, only to suddenly reappear. Maybe they want to take us somewhere? Is that the way of it? You want us to follow you? Hey! There it is. Alright then, lead the way. Being led around a strange city by a strange child. Yeah, that tracks. Alright. Follow the child, don't fall behind. grab the Ethernet shards in a minute. In a minute we're doing a follow quest, so... Wait a minute, is this the guide Kafka was on about? I swear, if this is the guide Kafka was on about, I'm gonna be... Is this where you wanted to bring us? What is this place? You're meant to relax here. It isn't working for me. What's your name? So you're still not inclined to talk. He'll only talk if he's completely comfortable with you. You know him? After a fashion. Never mind that. How about something to wet your whistle? Adorable as you are, it's on the house. I can recommend our special, Her Majesty. I'll prepare one without liquor for the boy, too. Thanks, but no thanks. We're supposed to meet a friend named Kafka. We ran into a child on the way and he led us here. Oh, so you're of Kafka? Yeah, none of them have got the headset, so I kind of figured they're Oblivion folk. In that case, go and have a chat with Big Tassos there. He'll show you to a fun place. That sounds ominous. What about him? I don't think he's in a mood to talk, so he can tend the bar with me. This has taken a turn for the strange, but you don't think we're walking to a trap, do you? Oh, indubitably. Damned if this doesn't have suspicious written all over it. Oh, it has it written in great big neon lights. This smells trap. Alright, first things first, I'm grabbing that Ethernet. What is this fun place meant to be? Is Kafka there? I suppose there's only one way to find out. Yep, it's the Skaven gear. Recolored Skaven gear. I wonder, how does it recolor actually, I wonder. Let's see. So that's the main body. So that recolors to that. More dye 2. Handles that. Okay. Interesting. Gives you teeth. This area is normally off limits, but Kafka's told us about you. Just follow the corridor and head to the room at the end. Let's go. Whatever happens, you won't catch me being surprised. You're gonna wind up being surprised in a minute, I presume. With a statement like that.
Wonderful! They're here!
Sorry, we're getting the tour from Queen Sveen.
We've only just arrived ourselves.
Oh, good.
Amazing.
Is that a 3D printer?
I bid you welcome to the back room. Oblivion's humble headquarters.
And you're still using the bot.
A hideout tucked behind a drinking hole. Brings back memories, doesn't it?
Aye, there's a few of those.
Our members here are mainly creators and adapters. That is, scientists and engineers who specialize in electro.
Okay.
They use their skills to provide support to our field operatives. Gennel, Shale, be so kind
Gennel?
as to give our friends an overview of your duties.
Oh no!
Well, there's provisioning. Gotta have supplies to fight a good fight, ain't ya? Luckily, we got the tools to craft most of what we need.
He's gonna be our relic
Gathering
weapon,
intelligence
dude,
is
isn't he?
another vital aspect of our work.
Oh my god.
Everkeep's core system is a veritable treasure trove of information. You just need to know how to get in and find it. We also handle surveillance and communications, watching the enemy's movements and coordinating our own, that sort of thing.
And among all our activities, we spend a fair bit of effort investigating preservation. The organization credited with laying the foundations of electrope technology.
Ah.
From the soul management system to Everkeep's design, they're behind just about everything you see here. It'd be no exaggeration to say they made this realm what it is. But their magnum opus was without a doubt the power which was used to join Alexandria to Dural. Interdimensional fusion.
Yeah, okay. That's a hell of a
Said
tech.
power isn't unlike my summoning technique and the magic within Azam's crystal. Yet, though the effect is localized, to be able to fuse realities. Even with my knowledge, I struggle to conceive how it could be possible.
Yeah.
Incidentally, the founders of our group, a husband and wife, were members of preservation at one point.
What were their
They
names?
opposed the fusing of worlds,
Oh, okay, no.
and so defected in order to prevent it.
I suppose they've got names.
While not entirely unexpected, given what we have seen, this is still quite the revelation.
Who wants to bet they're Carl's mum and dad?
By the by, that's an interesting earring you have there. A novel way of carrying a data storage device.
Oh?
Oh, you didn't know?
Nope.
Well, as a precautionary measure against machine infiltration, we scan everyone as they enter. And when we scanned you, we detected a small quantity of electrope. Though it's been dressed up, that earring is a storage device and no mistake. Bought it from a shop here, did you?
Nope.
No, it isn't bought, but inherited.
Exposition backstory divulged here?
So these people sent you through the portal along with the earring?
Do you know aught of them?
I suppose we could get access to the data on the earring, perhaps?
Listen, Cryo. The husband and wife who founded our order. It's believed that they were Malala. Though we have no evidence at present, we can't rule out the possibility that they were your parents, or perhaps close relations.
Huh.
This I posit because they were the very individuals who spearheaded the research into interdimensional fusion. As traitors to preservation, they were relentlessly pursued.
Ah.
If they had a child they feared they couldn't keep safe, entrusting her to the people of another world might have been their best option.
My parents. The founders of Oblivion.
And the creators of interdimensional fusion.
Tell me everything you know about them, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. Anything and everything.
We don't even know their names, I'm afraid. In a bid to elude preservation's agents, we suspect they erased all trace of themselves.
Yeesh.
I'm sorry we couldn't be of more help. If you're interested, though, you're welcome to review our accumulated data.
I mean, she's got a data storage earring. I mean...
Yes, please. As
Look
an
at it.
individual and a member of my order both, I wish to learn as much as possible.
I should also like to peruse the data. Where the joining of realities is concerned, I may well be of service.
Of course. Feel free to peruse to your heart's content.
You mocking us for the choice of
Thank
words.
you. If you like, I can examine your earring. I have to say, the prospect that it belonged to our founders has me itching to take a look.
Let's go for it.
I dare say we have enough eyes to pore over your records. Is there any other way we might be productive?
Not right now. We're still waiting for Zoralja to make the next move.
The fact there's a 3D printer going on in the background, I'm like,
In that
God.
case, Alice, would you mind accompanying me?
Gladly.
Oh, I've buggered it up again!
Oh, God.
Never a moment's peace. Pay him no mind. I don't.
No, we've got to pay him attention. What have you done?
Oi, you two there! One of you give me a hand, would you? Don't matter who.
I just remembered I had nothing to discuss with Shay.
Sure, leave me to deal with the doppelganger. Ugh. Well, wouldn't be my first time. Come on. Oh, don't give me that kind of chuckle, buddy. Yeah. Alright. What do you need a hand with? Better you than me. I just want to take a look at all the things. This device is for etching circuits on electrode. Okay. This looks like it's a fridge of some... Oh no, storage bay. That looks like a fridge there. This looks like it's radio, maybe? These guys aren't talking about it, so just make heads or tails of it. Oh, for the love of... Why the sudden lag spike? Ah. Battery's doing its thing again. Remember to unplug it and plug it in or against the machine itself. Alright, there we go. That explains the frame rate drop. But again, we've got a friggin' 3D printer. I want this in the housing. This has to be made into a housing item, please. Alright, Geralt, I mean Genalt. Sorry you had to see me pass this feeling over. Happens when you put your heart and soul into your craft, you know. Not to be weird or nothing, but I felt a sense of kinship when I saw you, as if we'd met in another life. Anyway, as I was saying, I need someone to lend me a hand. I haven't slept for 2 nights now, not a single wink, and I'm ripe for collapse. Can't afford to though, got folks relying on me, see? Alright, keep at it. I need you to fetch me my favourite energy tonic. Ay. Okay, this one's got a drinking problem as well then. Voucher's good for 2 cans. One for yourself by way of welcome. Can't get stuff in the old vending machine though. You need to talk to a bloke named Philemon. You'll find him tending a bar out on the main strip. Off you go now. Alright, let's go have a chat with Philemon. I think he's over in the this looks like the DJ booth. Can we go up into it? Yes, we can. Oh god. Depending on how the story plans out, this could get very interesting for later on usage. Welcome. What are you having? Energy dogs that you can't get from vending machines. Dare you suggest I sell such dangerous stuff? Away with you. Away with you and don't come back. Got a voucher? Slip it to me then. Nice and subtle. Uh-huh. Yeah, so you're collecting for Gennels. Can't for him, I can't for you, eh? Why do I get the feeling I don't want to try this drink? I'm willing to try anything at least once, but this sounds like I don't want to. There you go. Yours is formulated for beginners. Gentler than the full strength stuff. It's not contraband or anything, so you won't run afoul of the authorities. But if Rodina Consortium was made aware of my special selection, it'd be bad for business. Of course it's called the Rodina Consortium. Okay. So I'm guessing she's going to be Rowena's counterpart from whichever reflection these guys are from. Now, seeing this is your first time, I want you to drink your tonic here, just in case there are side effects. I don't want to drink it! Fine. Drain the tonic in a single pull. That's how you do it. Your pulse outs are quick and soon, after which you start to see everything more clearly. And finally, you'll feel a roaring surge of energy. People say it's like throwing a pair of rainbow wings. Well, you haven't carked it, so hurry along and give Gennels his tonic. He tends to leave it to the last moment. I expect he's about to... Holy! How long does this effect last for? Not very long by the looks of things, but damn. This is an interesting looking place. Looks like a soul dispenser. Backroom soul dispenser chamber, maybe? Unless... What about this one? Oh, nothing in here. What do you have? I sell all sorts. Just took a delivery of some flavored nutrient drinks. Not too bad if you ask me. Canyon makes your belly glow. It's popular. I'm sorry. You got something to make my belly glow. Of course you do. Right. This place is mad. This is utterly mad. Even by cyberpunk standards. Why is YouTube just saying it's not receiving enough videos to mean smooth streaming? That's weird. Should be sorted. Got the tonic? Give it here, quick! Full strength energy tonic. Ah, this is stuff. Ain't nothing like to blow the cops' arms right out with a great big kaboom! Awakens something feral in me, it does. Transforms me into a remorseless beast that won't stop till it's done what was born to do. Anyway, it's sorry for sending you off in an errand like that. Just can't concentrate without me tonic, you know? That pile of work only ever gets bigger. Speaking of which, if I get back to it, those weapons and tools ain't gonna enhance themselves. Ay, 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 ay.
I've been meaning to ask about that Mamulja child. Could he be...
Yes. In all likelihood, he's Zoralja's son.
So you think so too? But what is he doing here?
Yeah, I would imagine Zoralja's son would be kind of, you know, in the palace.
He was abandoned, the poor dear.
What?
We found him in the Drift Downs a few years ago.
To think he'd cast aside his child.
That.
We can't say for certain who he was born to, or why he was on his own. But he's a blue-scaled Hubigo, and Zoralja is the only other one around. That being the case, everyone assumes they're father and son. Even the boy has put 2 and 2 together. This all happened when he was very little, so he has no recollection of his parents. It breaks my heart to think of it.
What's his name?
Gulja.
Of course.
It was my hope that he'd grow up to be a man of principle, like his grandfather.
Aww.
It's a fine name.
That makes you his auntie.
I should mention that the boy is a little unusual.
Oh, he won't stray far from the family then.
At first, I intended to raise him as my own. But just when I thought he was warming to me, he suddenly disappeared. We searched high and low for several days. And where should he turn up? But in the wilds near Everkeep.
What? It's a miracle he didn't fall prey to fiends.
See? That's another unusual thing. Creatures don't seem to attack him. He could pick his way through the Thunderyards as if he were on a stroll.
What?
On making inquiries, we learned that he had been living alone and receiving food from the people of the outskirts. This became something of a pattern. We track him down and bring him back, only for him to disappear again within a matter of days. He would return to the wilds without fail, and once again rely on the kindness of strangers to survive. Finally, I took the hint and left him be, giving him the solitude he prefers, and lending a hand only when he explicitly asks.
If Gululja is Zoralja's child, that makes him my nephew. Assuming he's willing, I'd be glad to take him in like Papa did for me.
Oh, God.
But seeing as I'm here to kill his father, I don't know if it would be right.
Yeah. Oh, I think he heard that.
Who was that?
Oh dear. It's Gululja.
Don't tell me he heard everything.
Yep.
Oh, this is my fault. I asked that he be kept away, but I should have taken more precautions.
I'm going after him. I need to explain.
Wait, Lamachi. I understand your haste, but it'd be best to coordinate a search. Kakiwa, do you have any idea where he might go?
That's a good point.
There's no telling, I'm afraid. He could as easily be outside the tower as here in Solution 9.
Oh, great!
If those who can fight would search below, my mother and I will scour the district.
Sounds like a plan. Let's get to it.
Right. Need to go have a hunt for a small child in a desolate thunderstorm region. Grand. Oh boy. Smalljaw is outside the tower. We need to find him as quickly as possible. Even if he's used to getting around on his own, the wilds are still no place for a child. Agreed. While Corral and Raha continue reviewing the data, the three of us should devote ourselves to the search. Alright, let's head to the base of the tower and take it from there. Alright, small child to go hunt. Actually, no, hold on, there's a friggin' teleporter right there. I could probably use it to get outside. Nope, can't use it to get outside. I should, however, be able to... If I grab these two here, I should be able to then teleport outside. I know I could just teleport straight out to the outskirts and then run to meet Lamont, but at the same time, I want to grab the rest of these Ethernets. This is supposed to be one of the 2 hub cities during the course of the game, so yeah. I'm grabbing the Ethernets. Last one to grab is that one down here, the Arcadian. I'm just looking at these 2 in particular, and my brain's immediately going Cyberpunk Edge Runners. If that is the case... Hold on, I need to double check what Lucy's hair color is. Hold on. 2 seconds. It's white, but it's a kind of a pearlescent kind of color, which would be close to that, I suppose, if you couldn't get the highlights. But she does tend to wear a lot of red and white, though, in her design, and a lot of black. Oh, if that is the case, that those 2 are kind of a subtle visual reference to Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Kudos to you, Square. Kudos to you on that one. Right. Well, here we're outside. Where do we even begin? Perhaps someone else outside of Galuja. Let's make inquiries nearby. Good idea. Can you handle the outskirts, Elsie? In the meantime, we'll head beyond the tip of that big wall. And time to go explore beyond there. Looks nice. Alonzi. See if you can spot a blue scale. No, Joe doesn't appear to be there. How do we catch sight of a group of people a short distance to the southwest? Just checking with these folks. They might have seen something. Ah. They're not wearing them. Okay, only a couple of them are wearing the headsets. Some things here. Looks like some sort of salvage yard. Well, let's ask after Galulja. Galulja isn't here. You know the boy? Have you seen him? Oh, she's blind. Oh, forgive me. I didn't know you were. No offense taken. My name is Tapu. My eyes may be useless, but my ears are sharper for it. I can recognize people by their footfalls, including Galulja. So we didn't come this way. What could he be? I do not know your voices. Who are you to Galulja, and why do you search for him? I'm family. Though we're not related by blood, his father is my brother. I've only just met Galulja, and we haven't had the chance to talk properly. I'm about to do something that'll make him hate me, and I wanted the chance to explain. His father is your brother, and that means you're... Yes, I'm Waklamat, vow of resolve of Tulialol. I've journeyed here to bring my brother Zaralja to account for murdering our people and our father. When all is said and done, Galulja may want nothing to do with me. Nonetheless, I'll always consider him family. Always be there for him. I want him to know that. Because you have a part to do what you must. Proving your voice tells the tale. Galulja was headed south. There he has a place that is as close to a home as he knows. Find and bear your heart to him. Should he turn bear his heart to you, accept and respect his wishes, as Queen Sphene respected ours when she granted us a place in her realm. I will, don't worry. But, what do you mean when you say Sphene respected your wishes? Out of concern for our well-being, Her Majesty had urged us to reside inside Everkeep. When we declined, not only did she gracefully accept our decision, she granted us the necessary supplies to make our home here. And since then, she has paid us regular visits to see how we fare. That sounds like Sphene, all right. Thanks for telling me about Galulja. I'll find him, and then we'll have a good talk. We continue south, it seems. Let's keep our eyes peeled as we make our way. What in the hellscape? Well, that's a thing. It's a town. Half of it is submerged. The architecture looks nothing like we've seen so far. It's more Charlian. Ah, there he is. Among the ruins. I only caught a glimpse, but there's no mistaking that tiny silhouette. Let's hurry after him. It would be a disaster if the building collapsed while he's inside. The question is that Charlian building from Charlian's from here? Or Charlian's from the reflection? Drowned vestiges. I only saw him for a moment before he disappeared behind the building, but I'm sure Galulja was heading further south. I'll contact Alizé and Linkpearl and let her know to join us. Gear on. Sawed-off sentries. I'm not here to play with you. That's going to be a thing, I'm sure of it. More wreckage. This is the area up the canals and debris make it hard to get a good view. Let's split up the search. You can head into the canals, I'll make my way through the streets. Find Gululja, let's watch from a distance until he gets to his destination. We won't want to startle him and cause an accident. Tiny man! He's got good sense at least. Follow him quietly without being noticed. He's got good sense at least moving through the canals. Last chance of a building pull at the top of him. Just gotta put a mark on him. Oh, making a run for it. I believe they went blip there for a moment. No! So it seems that the Wi-Fi went down for a wee bit there. Oh boy. And, okay. So, we have to... Right. So, I had to reboot Final Fantasy XIV. It had a bit of a... My Wi-Fi decided to go for a blip. Let's see that you can't see that. Okay, cool. Cool. Right, so that's a thing. Need to reboot 14. Scuff makes the stream. Ay. Should be it all coming back up in line now. Ay. Come on, get back up. There we go. Okay. me continue from where I left off there. Yeah, I don't know why my laptop decided to go for a blip there with the Wi-Fi. That was odd. Ugh. Seems to be behaving at least. Yeah. But yeah, if it lets me continue from that little bit where I arrived at, that's lovely. I do love the loading screen art for these zones. God damn it, that's where it clicked me off at? That's where it clicked me off at? Good. God damn it. Right, hold on then. So we need to restart them from... Well, now we know the destination. So we'll need to restart from that part. Yay. Alright, restart from there. That was weird. Makes it to there, and once we got to that part, I'll probably just put a stream at a stop for that part. Don't disconnect again, please. Alrighty. Duty complete. Alright, so we'll probably do this and then end the stream there because there's a bit of a glitch there, so...
A long way on such short legs. It's a relief he didn't get hurt.
Alright, OBS has reconnected itself now. There seems to be something going on today.
What's here, I wonder?
Nutkins!
So he's looking after those little ones.
Gulja.
Not another step!
Who in the what?
A sentry? Run, Galuja, run!
You know the boy. Who are you? And what do you want?
Wait. I feel we're at cross purposes here.
My name is Wuklamat, and I've come to talk to Galuja.
Is that so?
I'm sorry if I scared you. I want to get to know you better. That's all.
And you, my boy, do you wish to speak with them?
I heard them talking. She said she's going to kill my father.
Villains! I will deal with them forthwith!
Hey, hold on a second here, buddy.
But... I want to get to know her too.
Oh.
I see. If that is your desire, then I shall stand aside.
All right then. Let's talk, you and I. Lots. But, who's the ancient-looking and articulate machine?
If I look ancient, it is because I am. This has been my vessel for no less than 380 years.
Oof. You're old.
Vessel?
Otis is my friend. When I was hungry and sad, he came and looked after me.
Aww.
He cooks for me and teaches me all kinds of things. Like how to read and write and not be noticed by dangerous creatures.
Aha.
This machine cooks for you.
And teaches you about fiends. What is he exactly?
Ah! How remiss of me. I had neglected to introduce myself.
Please do.
Sir Otis Valona, Lord Captain of the Royal Knights of Alexandria.
Why do I know that name? Why do I know that name?
You're captain of the knights?
You've been functioning for nearly 400 years. You seem different from other machines. What's your story?
And there I thought it was Gululja with whom you wished to speak. Not that I'm averse to taking a walk down memory lane. But ere I regale you, we must take our repast.
I'll have to have a hunt for that reference later. I feel like I should know that
A
name.
meal? Here? I hate to turn down food, but I'd prefer to have this conversation in the back room.
I don't think we'll be able to get him in there. That's the problem.
Please, I'm really hungry.
Oh no. Oh no, it's the nephew of the big guys.
All right. A repast it is.
Oh good god, you are so easy to twist the... Wrapped around the thumb
She's
already.
going to spoil her nephew silly.
Yep.
I'll send word to Erenville so the others can stop worrying.
Yep.
Now, if I might prevail upon your assistance, I shall whip up my most delectable specialty.
It was clearly designed after our Mamulja, that's for certain. So, my new friends, I would enlist your aid in procuring the ingredients for our repast. After all, the most enjoyable meals are those we make together. We're happy to pitch in, of course. What ingredients did you have in mind? First of all, some yam and pumpkin. The people of the outskirts should be able to share their harvest. If you and Galulja would go and speak to them. Sure, ask for the cast-offs too, as usual. As for you two, you would be obliged if you could procure some wool-black meat. The creatures can be found grazing on the slopes outside of town. As beef is less readily available, their flesh makes for a good substitute. That of the younger ones especially, as it's more tender and less gamey. Consider it done. We'll be back with the meat before you know it. Thank you kindly. In the meantime, I shall see to other preparations. And speaking of repasts, I think I'll go take mine own and see what's going on with the machine. Till next time, JaffaArchfiend.